Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expect, because I don't be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You know I'm talking about y'all. Basically, that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you all. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Okay. Come on in. Say hi to the people. Let me say hi to you guys before we get y'all. Before we get started, let me say hi to the people. What's up, Carmen, the Informed, DB? Y'all were in here first. What's up, Benji? Nay, text me your address. Text me your physical address. I got it somewhere in my stuff, child. Just text it to me so it'll be right there. What's up, Miss Jocelyn? Hey, CC. What's up, B-Lo? Lovely Nola. What's going on, Auntie Eva? Hey, what's up, Sharice Woods? Alexis, what's going on? Nubian Mahogany. Hey, Quake. Thank you for being on both on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you, boo. What's up, Brandon? Miss Cookie. Sharice. If I'm saying y'all name twice, I'm sorry. I'm just going down the list, honey. If I missed you, charge it to my head and not my heart. That's the end of the list, y'all. Y'all must not be coming down and speaking. Either that or StreamYard is loading y'all names up slow. What's up, Montrez? Y'all come on in. All right, you guys. So listen. What up, Meg? It ain't a whole lot going on, so I just have a little bit of podge, mishmash, so forth and so on. What's up, Tracy? Hey, boo. You recovered from your birthday shenanigans? You recovered from your shenanigans? Hey, Kenya, how you doing? Maryland, y'all come on in. Child, right before I went live, I spilled something on my shirt, so, and it's probably still there. I ain't had time to run upstairs and change my shirt, child. So y'all just got to deal with the little wet spot right there. Y'all be all right. It's water from when I had I spilled something right before I went live. Anyway, I got this crook in my I don't know if it's allergies getting down in there. What's up, Emily B? Hey, y'all. Hey. Emily B hit the link when we went into our members only. She hung out on the panel the other day. Sure did. What's up, Mia? All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. It's not a lot to talk about today, but y'all know we're going to talk about some stuff, okay? We're going to talk about some stuff. First of all, Portia did a sit-down interview with Carlos King where I guess she told it all. I'm going to be honest and tell y'all I did not. Oh, shoot. Damn it. Hold on, y'all. I spilled some of this chlorophyll. That's one thing about this chlorophyll, child. This chlorophyll gets everywhere. And I spilled some. What up, Don? I'm going to be hanging out with Don. So, matter of fact, Don, I got to get my ticket. For May the 22nd. For the May 22nd situation here in D.C. Damn, I got it stained. You can put the link in the chat. If you're going to be in the DC area, Chef Don is going on his press tour, honey, for the Starlight Awards. And he's going to be doing a little meet, greet, cooking situation. So if y'all are interested, you can drop the link for the tickets. If y'all want to buy you a ticket. I don't know how much the tickets are. I don't know. I ain't looked at the link yet myself. I just know I'm going because y'all know Don, that's my boo. So if he coming to DC, I'm going to see him. I don't know no details. So he gonna put the link in the chat. Just click the link. If you in the DC area, you want to hang out with us on May the 22nd. I don't know nothing. I don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know how much the tickets are. So click the link, and if you in the DC area and you want to hang out with us, that's where the details are gonna be, Chad. That's what they're gonna be. Because I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I watched it, and yeah, you didn't miss nothing. I didn't really feel like I was gonna miss nothing, Quake. I mean, she let us know that she has always been bisexual. She said she was in middle school kissing a little girl behind the tire. I mean, they showed me that clip in the thing, and then she said that her and Shamia did something to her during the season that she can't come back from, and that she really don't talk about Shamia because basically that's just how bad things got. And I'm gonna be honest, to me, it just sounds like you just encouraging us to finish watching the season. I mean, because if it was that bad and it was that detrimental to you and it hurt you like that, I wouldn't be encouraging people to watch it. I wouldn't have told nobody it was coming. I just would have said, I just don't really speak on Shamia. We were friends. It was real. We're not anymore. Unfortunately, sometimes in life, people grow apart. But I get it. Your job is to promote the show. I understand what you're doing. I get it. Your job is to promote the show. But if it were me, it probably was a good interview because I feel like Portia is ready to tell her story. Now, did she talk about the only reason why I said I need to go back and watch it, because did she talk anything about the marriage, the divorce? I mean, did you guys learn anything new about what's up, T? Hey, Yvette, Dr. Bryant, Faris. Here this bitch go. Let me tell you something though. Beyonce, y'all are so easy. Y'all are so easy. All Beyonce got to do is post a picture. Y'all have created whole think pieces. She posted a picture of herself in a purple muumuu. And y'all have created an entire storyboard on Act 3 and what it means and all the hidden meanings and all the hidden images. Y'all done said that she's going to launch Act 3 at the Met Gala. Like, y'all have created an entire mood board based off of her dropping one fucking picture. Beyonce knows she got y'all in a chokehold. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about the Hive. I ain't talking about me. She posted, she went out to dinner. Celebrating the 10-year anniversary of her album Lemonade, which that's a whole conversation. Can we have it? Put a pin in that. Just put some lemons in the chat in a minute. Give me about 3-4 minutes and put some lemons in the chat. That'll remind me that I got some things to say about that too. But since you wanted to drop in my chat with all the bee emojis, Markel, I got some shit to say. She posted one dinner where she got on a purple muumuu, and y'all have turned it into her whole Act 3 rollout. Now, let's be clear. It may very well be, because we know that Beyonce is very intentional with her social media. But the way it just got y'all in a chokehold, I just find it to be fucking hilarious. Baby, it's all, I'm not even on Twitter. It's all over Threads. It's just, she been dropping clues for forever. Well, whatever she did this weekend got y'all in a chokehold. Because this weekend, y'all really lost your mind with her and that purple muumuu. Y'all talking about Purple Haze, Jimi Hendrix. Now, I will say this. I do believe Act 3 is going to be rock. I do believe that. That I believe. And I do believe that she has dropped enough hints that it is going to be a rock album. I believe that. I do. But just, why does the purple outfit confirm it? Break that down for me. So, because I know you are a beehiver. I know you are a founding member of the Hive. So explain to me why a purple dress solidifies that it's going to be a rock album. Can you break it down for me, please? That sparkling green tea with the hibiscus. Oh, wait a minute. Tracy done dropped. Hold on. I missed it. Y'all got me fussing about Beyonce and I done missed the drink menu. Damn it. Hold on. Let me see what Tracy done said. What we drinking today? Tracy said the bar is open and we have a honey orange blossom. I don't even know what that is. A cinnamon apple old fashioned. You already know what I want. Slide that down. And a white peach margarita. And for the non-drinkers, we have a sparkling green tea hibiscus. Now that sounds delicious. Sparkling green tea hibiscus. Okay. Yeah. So I'm waiting for So Jeff to tell me. Beyonce don't even like y'all like that. The dress was given actor. I just need to know why. And I know So Jeff is about to tell me. I don't see the issue. If you're not in the hive, you wouldn't understand. Shut up. And I'm not. And it's okay. I just want to know that. I just want to understand. Teach me y'all's language. Teach me the language of the hive. Oh my goodness, KDK. Yes, boo. KDK then came in here gifting memberships. I hope Markel didn't get one because then he gonna get on my nerves. And okay, I got it, Nay. Then he gonna get in my nerves and members only and out here. Cause what y'all don't know is Markel be giving me a hard time. He be texting me, giving me a hard time. He just be giving me a hard time, honey. He just be giving me a hard time. Shit, hold on. Y'all know I get distracted. Hold on, let's see what the people talking about here. Let's see who got the memberships. Let me see here. And congratulations. And thank you, KDK. I appreciate you. All right. So congratulations. Damn it, Markel got one. God damn it. Congratulations, Markel, for getting a gifted membership. Congratulations. Hey, Shay D, Reality TV. And Shay, you hit me up earlier today. I appreciate you looking out for me, girl. Danny Lynn, Ebony Aries, Amino Likely, and Franny Mama. Thank you so much. And congratulations to all of you who were gifted memberships. Okay, so Markel says purple carries a lot of meaning in music, culture associated with rock, funk, and experimental eras, strongly tied to icons like Prince, who blurred rock, funk, and pop and symbolizes power and rebellion. Did you chat GPT that? Markel? Did you go and ask chat GPT that? Because that sounds like a chat GPT answer. That sounds like some chat GPT shit. And then here goes So Jeff. Speak on it. Don't do that. So Jeff said the hive gets it, and that's all. The purple is the beginning of her rock era. Did she send that in a newsletter? Was that in the Beehive newsletter? Like, I mean, was that in the private Discord? I'm just wondering. Is that what happened? Anyway, let's be clear though. I do believe it's rock. I do believe Act 3 is rock. And we'll see. Why would I have to ask ChatGPT when Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter is my step aunt? The newsletter. I heard she's possibly covering Purple Rain, but I'm not really sure if that's going to get clear. Oh, it'll get clear. You know, Prince didn't leave a will. So that's why you've seen Prince music all over the place. Before Prince died, you couldn't get Prince music anywhere that he didn't approve. Like, for example, you couldn't get Prince music on Pandora. He got a whole channel on Pandora now. You couldn't get Prince music with you couldn't get it on like iTunes, right? You couldn't get it on like iTunes and stuff like that. Now, okay, here I am. Now you can get it on iTunes and stuff. So no, it'll get, and it's Beyonce too. Oh, hell yeah, it's gonna get cleared. Absolutely. But let me tell y'all something. And I mean this with everything right here in my heart, right here. Right. And listen, it's 174 y'all in here. That's my witness. And I mean this with everything I own. If Beyonce Giselle Knowles covers Purple Rain, And she probably will because she did do that. She did do Jolene. Dolly Parton letter. Damn Jolene. Just pissed me off. I did not like that Jolene thing. I didn't like it. Markel, just know this. I'm whooping your ass. If Beyonce redoes Purple Rain, I'm whooping your ass. The next time I see you, just be ready because it's going to be on. I'm whooping your ass. Because I know you approve this message. I agree too, Tracy. I think they ain't look hard enough. I think Prince left a will. This is going to be like Aretha Franklin underneath the seat cushion of the couch. I think he had a hidden passage somewhere at Paisley Park. And I believe that he left a will. I just don't believe he didn't leave a will. I just don't believe he didn't do it. He was too protective of his music when he was alive to not be worried about the legacy of his music. But that's my opinion. I mean, it's been years and they ain't found it, so I guess it's whatever. But I personally think there's a will somewhere in Paisley Park. But anyway, Really Be Nails are yellow in honor of Beyonce. Shut the fuck up. Now, okay, so let's talk about this Lemonade thing. I have a question. Lemonade was a album about her husband cheating on her, correct? Is that not what Lemonade was all about? Right? Right. Especially since Prince fought so hard to protect his music when he was alive. Like he literally had a whole lawsuit to get out of his contract with Warner Bros. Like anyway, child. The album is about her husband cheating on her, right? Okay, and about forgiveness, grief, and Black Power. How did it become about Black Power? I thought it was about cheating. It's what song is about Black Power on Lemonade? And I'm asking because I don't know, because I know I didn't listen to Lemonade, so I don't know. I know like 2 songs off of Lemonade. What's the song where she was walking around with the baseball bat with that dress on? Formation is on Lemonade? Okay, Formation is on Lemonade. Okay, then yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a black. Yeah, okay. So Formation is about Lemonade, is on Lemonade. Okay. It's a whole lot of unreleased music. They said Prince used to record like 3 or 4 songs a night. Like, you know, when he was in a jam session. Cheated on, going through the pain, and choosing to heal and rebuild while also celebrating Black women's strength. There he go. They go that Chat GPT shit again. There he go. He done Chat GPT that again. Mm-hmm. Baseball bat was Hold Up. Oh, well then I don't know Hold Up. Then I don't know that song. I guess I just know her walking with the baseball bat. I don't know that song. I know the song that sound like a Caribbean song. They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. They don't love you like that one. I know that one. And I kind of like that one. That was cute. And then, of course, I know Formation. You know, I do know Formation. But I didn't realize that was on Lemonade. Forward, I don't know nothing about Forward. Freedom. Freedom is on Lemonade too. Now, I do know Freedom. Freedom, freedom, I can't lose. Freedom, let me. Oh, that's Hold Up. Oh, so then I do know Hold Up. Okay. Hold Up. They don't. Oh, got it. Okay. Got it. Okay, so that's Hold Up. Got it. Okay. So then I do know Hold Up. Okay. And then I do know Freedom, but I didn't know that was on Lemonade. That's on Lemonade? Oh. Oh, y'all go. I'm gonna be there too. T, you know I'm gonna be there too. You know I'm getting a VIP ticket. You know that's what I'm gonna do. Really Be is an undercover hot. No, I'm not. I'm not. I never said that I didn't enjoy some of her music. I said I'm not a fan. That's 2 different things. But so okay, real like seriously. So Formation is on Lemonade and Freedom is on Lemonade. So Jeff or Markel, one of y'all tell me. Both of those songs are on Lemonade. So I did not know that. Well, she wasn't on the agenda, but somehow because Because Markel dropped down with all them damn bees in my damn chat. Let's come on the live next month. No, we're not doing that. Oh, so both. Okay, all right. I didn't know all that was on Lemonade. Okay. Look who done jumped in the chat. What's up, Yaya? They go my Yaya. Hey, boo. That's my girl right there. Me and Yaya we got a date. We got a date this summer. We're gonna go eat us some nice seafood. Go sit down and have us a nice meal, honey. You don't need to teach me. Daddy's Girl featuring 3LW was on Lemonade as well. I don't think I've ever heard that song before. I've never listened to Lemonade either. The only thing I know about Lemonade is what they've played on the radio. Or, like I've heard in passing. Yeah, I have never listened to a Beyonce album from beginning to end. I don't. So if it ain't on the radio, I don't know it. I don't know it. If it ain't never been on I don't know that. I don't know it. Yeah, I'm gonna when I see Markel, I'm gonna fight him. Now I'm gonna say this. Now I wouldn't mind Beyonce doing Doll and Nicki though. I think she could put a little stank on that. I think she could put a little stank on Doll and Nicki. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. I think that's what she could do. I think she could do a little Doll and Nicki, but I don't want to see her do Purple Rain. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. I'll be very upset if she does Purple Rain. Now I'll let her do Doll and Nicki. I'm okay with that. She can do Diamonds and Pearl. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think I want to see that either. Why would you say I don't like you? Why would you say that? Unapologetic Maverick. Why you say that? She would do a great Doll and Nicki. Hell, she can roll around a secondhand store for all I give a damn. Like I said, the album is supposed to have private. All right, moving on. I'm not doing this. Absolutely not. No more. I'm done. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Moving on. Nope. I'm done. Next. Next. I'm not doing that. The fuck. Sheila E is allowed to perform Prince's music. That was her man, her concubine. They were sleeping together for 20 years. She paid for the pleasure. Okay. She went through some pain. She had to watch him be married to another woman while she was playing for him in the background. She had to have him slide in her hotel room in between wives and concubines and shit. No, Sheila E. She paid for that. She paid for the pleasure of being able to do Prince music. Damn it. She got a stamp on that. I approve Sheila E. doing any Prince song she want to do. She went through the trenches. Slept with that man for 20 years. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Absolutely not. Plus, she probably helped write some of that music. She's allowed. I don't disagree with you. My sister sings back up with her. Who? Back up with who? Sheila E? Baby, let me tell you something. I have been a Sheila E stan. I never listen, y'all know I'm old. So Markel, you shut the fuck up because I know you're gonna say something about me being old. You shut up. But y'all know I'm old. I remember watching, and so on Friday nights in the DC area, for the people who grew up in DC, Yeah, you'll know because me and you in the same we in the same window of time. On Friday nights at 11 o'clock, right after the news went off, at no 11:30, right after the news went off, there was a video show called damn it, now I just had it and it's gone. But it was like Video Connection or something like that. It was like something Video Connection. What was it called? It was like something Video Connection, and it was Candy Shannon. I never forget. Candy Shannon is a local DJ here in the DC area. Candy Shannon signing off. That was Candy Shannon, and she was the host of the video show, and it came on Friday nights right after the news on Channel 9 or on our CBS affiliate USA 9 here in DC. And then after that, Friday night videos would come on at midnight over on NBC. So I would get all my black music on Video Connection. It was a local show. She would be at different clubs in the DC area and stuff like that. And she was a local DJ. That's where they would play all the black videos. Because, videos were real big in the 80s, okay? The first time I saw Sheila E. was on, what was it? Video Connect. It was something Video Connection. Anyway, that was the first time, and I saw The Glamorous Life. Sheila E. the reason why I'm bougie. I'm going to just go and tell it. Sheila E., I think, is the reason why I'm bougie. Her and Climax. Because if Sheila E. with The Glamorous Life, and she came out in that damn fur coat, and Sheila E. looked bad as hell. I didn't even understand the concept of Afro-Latina. I just saw this beautiful black woman, because in my mind, that's what she was. She was this beautiful black woman with that blonde hair and that short haircut and that thing and that fur coat. She wears a long fur coat of air, even in the summertime. Yes, she wore her fur coat in the summertime. So she used to ride up in her Mercedes Benz, okay? Baby, Sheila E. did, baby, and then Crush Groove. I still know, listen, Crush Groove is still one of my favorite movies of all time. And part of it is because Sheila E. was in it. If I ever had a crush on a woman, she was my first. Now, I didn't want to sleep with her, but she was my first female crush. Like, I was crushing on Sheila E. So I love me some Sheila E. Love me some Sheila E. Anyway, and that Climax meeting in the ladies' room, I just thought, to see an all-girl band, baby, Climax did it for me. I didn't even understand what the name of the group meant back then. I didn't know what a Climax was. I just liked the songs. I just liked them. She the reason why you Uber 4 blocks? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I will Uber 4 blocks. Tell her I'm a fan. Please, listen. Tell her I'm a fan. Tell her I've been a fan. Ask her if she want to interview with a small YouTuber. I'll interview her. I would probably fan out, though. I know I'll tell y'all a lot of times there's certain people I would fan out. Sheila is probably somebody I would, if I ever she's probably somebody I would fan out. I have been a Sheila E. fan since the very first time. I be talking to her on Instagram all the time. She don't be answering, but in my mind, she be responding. Yes, Kim, she was. Sheila E. was everything. And for a long time, I did not know that her and Prince had a thing going on. I never did. I never knew. Never knew. Mm-hmm. I always remember, and I'm going to say, and we're going to move on. I always remember, and again, some of y'all put a 1 in the chat if you remember this. You got to be old. You can't be these young folk. Y'all not going to remember this. The American Music Awards. This is when award shows were award shows. When I loved award shows. The American Music Awards. Sheila E. performed who remembers Sheila E. performing at the American Music Awards? Okay, I see. So y'all already know what I'm about to say. Baby, Sheila E. performed on the American Music Awards, and them lights went out, and her drumsticks were changing colors. They lit up and changed colors, and at the end, baby, she tore that set. It wasn't a drum set. Are they Roombas? Is it Roombas that she was playing? It wasn't drums, but she played a little bit of everything. She played She played the congos, but she ended playing them damn Roombas. She shut that thing down, and them drumsticks kept changing colors. Baby, when I had that on tape, I had recorded that because I had recorded the whole award show. I had recorded that. I cannot tell you how many times I watched that shit back. Because I was just like, and I used to want to play percussion. So that was the other thing too. Because my brother had a set of congos. So I used to play with my brothers because my brother, DC, go-go, my brother had congos. Bongos. Yeah, it was bongos. And so I used to play my brother's congos all the time. So I wanted to play percussion. So that was the other thing too. Baby, them lights went out. Yep, she had on that lace. Sure did. She had on that lace. Yes. What year? I may vaguely remember it. Let me see. Let me see if it's on YouTube, child. Everything is on YouTube. See, this how I be thinking I don't have nothing to talk about, and then I be on this long. I be here forever. Sheila. Oh Lord. Sheila E. American Music Awards 1985, because here go right here. I'm not gonna play the sound because I ain't gonna get my channel. I don't want the video to get flagged. Let me turn the sound down. She was doing the Glamorous Life. It's 4 minutes long, but I'm gonna go to the end. I'm gonna go for those who don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna just let it play a little bit. Hold on, let me do it this way. See how the lights are out? See the drumsticks are lit up? Look at that. Baby, it's on YouTube. Just put in Sheila E. American Music Awards. It's 1985. Look at that. Baby, listen. You got to hear it. I ain't going to play the sound. Y'all got to hear it. Baby, everything. I know her brother was in her band. Probably her daddy was probably up there too. You were 3 in 1985? Thank you. You ain't have to tell me that. So you tell Sheila E that one of her OG fans right here. One of her OG fans right here. And I would love to interview her. I don't know if I'll be able to get through it, but I would. I'd be professional. I'd be a professional. That's your birth year. Moving right along. Look at that. Look, it's still playing. Look at that. Oh, it's almost over now. Hold on. She tore that damn stage up. You hear me? Baby, she tore that stage up. She tore that stage down. That is an iconic performance. Tore that stage down. I love me some Sheila E. Anyway, moving right along. All right, let's get into it. I don't even know where I was talking about because we done got so far off of anything. Rumor is that Doree's book is not coming out over to the Real Housewives. Oh, we were talking about Portia. Hold on, let me finish up on Portia. I'm done. I'm done with Portia. Over to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's go ahead and talk about this and get this out the way. They say that Doree book might not come out because the pre-sales are so low. First of all, for all of us who watched the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I don't think any of us believed that book was ever coming out because who the fuck wanted to read it? That's number one. Number two, they wasn't even treating that book like it was a real project. They weren't even treating that book like it was a real project. Because they kept making a big deal about her having a ghostwriter, and they kept making a big deal about this advance. I never thought it was real. I always thought it was a storyline. Because, girl, who at... I mean, what you gonna tell us? Now, PK did an interview today with, hold on. I want to get it right. PK did an interview today. It was a podcast called, is it called Why Are We Here podcast? So hold on. I want to get it right. And shout out to Shay D, who sent it to me. I had seen the advertisement for it, but it was We Need to Talk podcast. We Need to Talk podcast. I'm gonna say this. A couple of things I walked away from in that interview. There's a couple of things I walked away from in that interview. The first thing I walked away from is I don't know how much of what PK was doing was an act and how much it was real. And what I mean by that is this. He seemed to be very self-deprecating in this interview. He was now I don't know if that's him being in therapy and just being honest, or if it was a ploy, right? Because he was very much like, I'm the problem. It's me. I'm not proud of myself. I don't love myself. I don't feel like I've done anything great in my life. It was very beating himself up, right? PK is Dorit's husband from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So that part I felt like was overkill. Now, do I think he was being honest? Yeah, I think he was being very honest. And here's the thing: it's okay to feel like to be like, I don't have it all figured out, right? Something that I thought he was very honest about, though, when he said, because I was not happy with myself, because I was not happy, I thought it was the alcohol, right? And so that's when for those of us who watch the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we know last year a big deal was made about his sobriety and about him drinking. And we found out this year that he's drinking again. And he said, because what he realized was once he got sober and he wasn't drinking, he said him being sober helped him get clarity in what was going on in his life. But he realized the alcohol wasn't the problem. And I believe him. I don't believe that he was this raging alcoholic. I do think he was not happy. And I think the alcohol helped him. No, Atalia, I'll do it in a minute. Helped, I don't know. He was definitely being quite candid. Yeah, I definitely think so too. Now, here's what I did. Now, Shay, you tell me, you listen to the podcast, and those of you that listen to the podcast, let me tell y'all what I heard that he didn't say. He talked about how much money he had made. He talked about his first marriage. He talked about him losing everything, having to file bankruptcy and how bad it was. He talked about figuring out how to get his money back, right? I think it was a good interview, y'all. I think it was a very good interview. He talked about how he was going to get his money back, right? He talked about the plan to build his business back. And the plan was come to America. Getting on reality TV was part of the plan, right? He said getting on reality TV was his plan. He said Dorit didn't want to do it, but he felt like this was something they needed to get back on top, to get his business back, to get the money back flowing, right? He talked about how they had their initial sort of audition. And then he talked about how they said, well, we're going to come back. We're going to film you guys again. But this time we want y'all to have like a dinner party. We want to see you guys at home with your friends. He said, I am a salesperson. I know how to sell a product. He said, so yeah, I staged the best dinner party full of the most eclectic people. I had Boy George. I had this person. I had that person. And we were all in one room together and we were all mixing and mingling. He said, I had the beautiful house with the perfect backdrop, right? He was like, I know how to sell. He said, and we got the job because I knew how to sell it. I knew what they wanted and I knew how to sell it. Now, what that said to me was two things. What's up, Cheryl? Now, Shay, see if you with me on this one. What that said to me was two things. The first thing I heard was when y'all got on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, y'all was broke. And when I say broke, I mean rich people broke. I don't mean me and you broke. I mean, he had to file for bankruptcy. He left the UK. He came up to the United States to rebuild his money. So when I think back to their first season on the show, right? When I think back to Dorit's birthday party with Boy George performing, them flying in on a helicopter. When I think back to that, to him gifting her the rose gold Bentley. When I think back to all of those things, in my mind, I think back to, oh, you were selling us the product. You were selling us the product because you knew what the expectation was. So you were selling the product. Now, a lot of us had questionable. We questioned a lot of that during the first season. If those of you who were watching it back then, right? So now I'm thinking back and I'm like, okay, I got you. And I'm not even mad about it because you ain't the first person. You ain't the first person to come on reality TV for Gazy. You ain't the first one. But now I'm thinking back on it and I'm like, got it. So this was y'all stepping stone to getting y'all money back. Got it. PK has done reality TV in the UK too. He was on the British version of it. Right. He was on the British version of The Apprentice. He was Lord Sugar's support. Yep, you are not wrong, Really B. They were broke and he was bankrupt in the UK. Right. Yeah, he talked about that, right? He talked about that. And he said what he said about Dorit, which I think is a real question. He said, what I question, he said, and I'll never know the answer. I'll never know what the answer is. He said, but what I wonder is if this is where we were always going to end up. Like, is this who she always would have ended up being? Or was it reality TV? Like, had we never done reality TV, he said, we had some great years when we were living in New York. We had an apartment in Tribeca, da-da-da-da-da. He's like, life was good. He said, I'll never know the answer to this question. But the question is this where we always would have ended up? Or is this because of reality TV that we got here? And I think that's a valid question. Now, something else that this is me. This is my mind. Again, y'all people who watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and y'all know the backstory, tell me in the chat. Shay, I need you with me. In my mind, my opinion, allegedly, because I won't there and I don't know. That convinces me even more. Because remember, Camille Grammer talked about their money being funny and how everybody kind of knew that their money was funny and it was questionable even then, like in Dorit's second season on the show, it was questionable even then about Dorit's money and the stability and where they got their money from and how PK was making his money. Remember, Camille Grammer told us. Fast forward to the burglary. And that's all I'm going to say. If you understand what I'm saying, put a 1 in the chat. If you understand what I'm saying, put a 1 in the chat. Now, as far as this divorce is concerned, in all reality, PK didn't give us nothing new that we didn't already know about this divorce. He said, I'm not going to litigate this publicly because at the end of the day, the only people that's going to get hurt are the kids. He was like, I do not feel like I need to come down here and defend every lie that's told about me, every storyline that's told about me. He said, because all that's going to do is just create problems. He said that he doesn't want his kids to have to grow up one day and read all of these different things. He said, and he's told Dorit, like, I really wish you would stop because our kids are going to see this one day. Now, what he did say was he absolutely said it's a lie that he is not a part of his kid's life, which I believe PK. I believe Dorit is lying and or exaggerating about PK not being a part of their life. I believe that. And let me tell you something. And if I had a question about it before, after she met with Mauricio, I absolutely believe it. I absolutely believe that he wants to be a part of those kids' life and that he's been trying to be a part of those kids' life and she's been making it difficult. Because, baby, when Mauricio said, I read all the texts. And she was trying to convince Mauricio that he ain't know what he knew. And Mauricio was like, but I read all of the texts. Like, from beginning to end, from his phone. They weren't edited. She was like, well, he knows he can, screenshots can be edited. And Mauricio was like, they weren't screenshots. I had his phone in my hand and I read the text from his phone in order. Nothing was edited. And when and Dorit didn't have nowhere to go, I absolutely believe that Dorit has made this difficult on PK. I believe that. Now, do I think that PK is traveling a lot, working a lot, hustling, trying to get his money together? Yeah, I believe that. I believe that maybe he does spend weeks in London and he doesn't see his kids, because he's out of the country. Yes, I believe that. But here's the reality. He was doing that when y'all were still married. So it's not fair to hold that against him now when he was in London for 2 or 3 weeks at a time when y'all were married, because that is what the kids were used to when y'all were married. And I don't think it's fair for you to make it seem like all of a sudden now he's this absentee father who never wants to see his kids because he's in London for 2 or 3 weeks at a time. Again, he been doing that. But I believe that when he is in town, he wants to see his fucking kids. And I think you make it hard for him. That's my opinion. He said, listen, being on this show is pressure. There's pressure to have a storyline. There's pressure to have a salacious storyline. And she's doing what she got to do. So what I feel like he was saying without throwing her all the way under the bus is Dorit ass is lying, but I'm going to go ahead and let her have that lie to a certain extent. Because what he did say was, for right now, we're trying to handle it between the two of us. He said, but if I have to go to the courts, I will. Dorit, I feel like you done push that man. That man is like, you done already pushed that man to like 9.9. Don't push him to 10. Because once you push him to 10 and he has to file paperwork, like I know, it's going to be public and Tracy going to pull it and we going to read it. If he have to file paperwork, it's going to be public. And Tracy going to pull it. And I'm going to read it. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I do think it was a good interview. And then, because he talked about his past and he talked about where he was born and how he grew up. And, he said, look, I wasn't great in school. You know what I mean? Like, I had to figure some stuff out. So I thought it was a really good interview. I thought it was a really, really good interview. Now, I did see the after show from I haven't looked at the reunion. That's why I haven't talked about it. I'm going to just do part 1 and part 2 on Thursday. I'm going to just watch Thursday and do part 1 and part 2 together. I've seen clips, but I haven't seen the whole thing. Dorit is ridiculous. At this point, she is a caricature and she's just playing a role. It was Sutton, Erica, and Kyle. They did the after show, and then it was Rachel, Dorit, and Bose. Bose, I'm really, really, really disappointed in Bose. And Bose, you really know how to put a battery in Dorit's back. All that ad-libbing you do. Ooh. Huh. All that Bose does, every time you do that, Bose, you put a battery on Dorit's ass. You put a battery on her back. Every time you do that, especially when she does that. Baby, you know what you're doing. Every time you do that, you are putting a battery in Dorit's back. This is what's ridiculous to me about Dorit. And I know y'all, some of y'all that don't watch the show, hold on. We're about to change gears in a minute. So, Kyle was talking about how Dorit did come to the wedding, right? Erica was at the wedding. Sutton was at the wedding. They said basically Dorit did not speak to them. Dorit didn't speak to them. But Kyle was like, I'm glad she came. I appreciate that she came. It is what it is. On the other side, Dorit is making it seem like these women set her up. She was like, Yeah, she wanted to make sure I came just so she could rub it in my face because PK was there. Because PK was there too. That's what Kyle was saying. Both of them were at the wedding. And basically Kyle said, listen, at this point, because here's the thing. When you're a couple, and all of you who've been a couple, when you're a couple and you're friends with a couple and the couple breaks up, somebody got to figure it out, right? Either the husband is going to stay friends with the husband and the wife's going to stay friends with the wife, and they're going to do things separately. And when there's a group event, one or the other gets invited. But in this situation, it's a little bit different because Kyle and Mauricio aren't together anymore, right? So Mauricio invited who he wanted to invite, which included PK. They are legitimately really good friends right now. They are really, really good friends in real life. So of course, Mauricio invited PK and Kyle invited Dorit. So for you to act like they were setting you up and trying to see what was going to happen because PK was there, girl, it's not about you. And that's what Kyle said. Kyle said it was about my daughter. These are the people that we invited. It was what it was. Like there were no cameras there. Well, as far as we know, I'm sure there were cameras there, but you know what I mean? Like they weren't filming for the show at the time. So it's not like it was a scene. It was her daughter's wedding. For you to act like she was like, and those bitches, they were trying to get a reaction out of me. Nobody was trying to get a reaction out of you, girl. They were at a wedding. It's just, anyway. It was just, what's her name? Dorit is just, she's too much. Anyway, moving right along. Let me keep going, child. Let me keep going. Oh, let's keep going, child. More people. So listen, Scotty came down here and said that Jocelyn is lying on her. She said that Lemmy ain't never physically assault her, and keep my name out your mouth. Now, to be fair, Scotty is still very much with this man, so I don't know what people expected Scotty to say. She just had a baby by him. At the very least, she need to make sure that whatever child support agreement she got, make sure that the ink is dry or something. Because, girl, like, hello, girl. So, at the end of the day, child, moving right along. I don't know what you thought somebody was going to say. Now, Akbar V said that somebody reached out to her to do a Surviving Zeus documentary. Girl, you didn't have to say somebody. Girl, we know who it was. It was Jocelyn. You didn't have to say somebody called me. Girl, we know who it was. Now, this other lady who I don't know, because, of course, I don't know none of these people like that. Tinka Bella. Tinkerbella said that Zeus was holding her hostage and lined her up to get jumped. Now, we talked about that the other day when Don was saying how rumor is that when they have these trips out of the country, that Zeus be holding people's passports so they can't leave. So for her to say that she was kidnapped, she was being held hostage, that's in line with what the rumor is, what people on the street is saying. Now, listen, I don't know what these people are doing. I didn't know Akbar V was on Zeus either, child. That's what I said. I was like, when was Akbar on Zeus? But she probably made a cameo on one of these bootleg ass. I don't know, child. I don't know. But we'll find out. Jocelyn, all I have to say, this is all I'm going to say to you, Jocelyn. And I said this before, and I think I said it this weekend, and I'll say it. I'm just saying it, and then I'm done with it until some paperwork is filed. You may have a legitimate argument. You may have seen some really nasty things. You may have experienced some really nasty things. And you may legitimately just want to get out of your contract because you're moving on and you want to do something different. All of that is valid. The problem is how you chose to go about doing it, my love. The problem isn't that you no longer want to be affiliated with Zeus and you signed this contract that probably got you working for this nigga for the rest of your life because you didn't read the fine print. What I need you to do, or what I needed you to do before last weekend, was call a legitimate attorney, let them read your contract, show them what you wanted to do with your with this streaming service you have going on, and find out what you need to do to get out of that contract. That's how you handled it. Somebody can't hear me? Okay. Sound is okay. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. Now, your experiences may be valid. Cause girl, I wasn't there. But the way in which you chose to handle it, he's gonna win. He's gonna win, girl. The way you chose to handle this, you have put him in the pole position. He has the money. He has the attorneys already on lock. Those contracts, I'm sure are airtight. We can, like I said the other day, Berry Gordy Motown type contracts. You moved real reckless. You moved real reckless. And then today, he was teasing about going to the feds and filing paperwork against you. You know? Anyway, move right along. According to the Culture Vulture DJ Vlad, he said that Nicki Minaj and her husband are breaking up. Now, I'm going to read y'all what it says here. It says, it looks like Nicki Minaj dumped her husband, Kenneth Petty. According to the blank offender registry, he is now living in a tiny 800 square foot house in Jamaica, Queens, instead of the $20 million house, Hidden Hills mansion Nicki owns. Rumor is that he got another girl pregnant, but that's not confirmed. Is this the greatest bag fumble of all time? First of all, let me just be clear. I can't stand DJ Vlad. I can't stand it. But what I will say is, if that's true, that on his registry that he's now living in Jamaica, Queens, in a small house instead of a $20 million California mansion, there may be some validity to that part of the story. Now, as far as him getting somebody else pregnant child, I don't know. But because what we do know is, we remember about 2 years ago when his ass got violated because he was living in California and he did not file the proper paperwork. So the fact that he's back in New York, allegedly, there may be some validity to them not living together right now. That doesn't mean she kicked him out. That doesn't mean that he got another girl. I mean, that doesn't mean any of those things. He is registered in New York, right? So we know that he actually registered in California, because remember, that's when he got violated, because he was living in California and he did not register. So we know that there may be some validity to them not living together right now. Because even if he was living in New York, if he was still living on her dime, he would be living, I guess what the assumption is that where he'd be living would be a lot nicer of a situation than where he actually is living. So I don't know. We'll find. Listen, one thing for sure and two things for certain. Child, them internet detectives are gonna get it. Them internet detectives are gonna find them. They're gonna find them. That might be why her ass been all over this damn internet losing her mind, child. That might be why she's so obsessed with Donald Trump, because maybe she ain't got nothing at home right now, child. I don't know. I don't know. The WNBA has announced a record-breaking 216 games to be televised nationally in 2026. Baby, I think that's great. I feel like ChatGPT, they got that from DJ Vlad, child. But yeah, I believe there's some validity to that. I mean, the rest of it, Now, let me tell y'all something. I think that's great. It's been a long time. For a couple of years, you couldn't find a WNBA game on the news. I mean, on television. When the WNBA first started, they had games on regularly, and then it sort of went away for about maybe 8 years, 6 or 7 years. It was hard to find them. Lifetime lost the contract because a lot of the games just come on Lifetime. And the NBC had the NBA contract at that time, and they would show games. And then it seemed like when ABC got the NBA contract, it was almost like they disappeared. Oh, they got a new contract this year, Chuck. They're making a lot more money. They still not making NBA money, but they're making more money. Not where's the marriage license? Well, praise the Lord. So I think that's great. I will say I'm going to directly connect this, and T and my other sports people in the chat, y'all can tell me whether y'all agree or disagree with what I'm saying. I'm going to directly connect this reemergence of the WNBA to the popularity of the college, the female college game over the last few years. We talked about this 2 years ago. The female college championship had a higher viewership than the men's championship game for the NCAA. And that was the South Carolina versus LSU game with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. No. Yeah. With the year that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark both came out, the year that South Carolina won the NCAA title, that year the ratings were like through the roof. And then when Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark both came out, the games were selling out all over the WNBA anytime those women were playing. So I'm going to directly connect this reemergence. And then, of course, we have stuff like the New York Liberty. We have Ellie with the mascot that's been so great. Asia Wilson, who has been so dominant. Like, it's great to see. And like I said, can we watch a game on live as a group? Tracy always asking me to do something, child. Tracy, leave me alone. I know I'm going to a game this year. I just don't know which one it is. I really need to join the sports group. Oh, send me a message on Instagram. I'll add you. Yeah. If you already sent me one and I missed it, my apologies. Just send me another one. I'll add you, girl. It's no big deal. So I think this is great. And then I saw that the WNBA is looking to play international games starting in 2027. I think that's even better because we know that women's basketball is really, really big overseas. That's why these women go overseas, because they weren't making enough money in the WNBA. And that's why these women were going overseas to play basketball at all these different countries, because it's really big in other countries. And that's how Brittany Griner got caught up over in Russia, right? Playing overseas during the off season. So I think that's I think it'll be very popular. I think it'll bring a lot of notoriety and a lot of money for the league and a lot of popularity. When Juju Watkins comes to the W, it will garner even more popularity. She's a great driver. Yeah, Juju's great. I like Juju. Yeah, me and my dad were talking about, because my dad was like, did you see the Mystics? Did you see the draft? Did you see who the Mystics drafted? I said, yes. I said, I can't wait to see them girls play. Because they got the, I don't know her name, y'all, off the top of my head, but they got that big girl from UCLA, the tall one, the one who her and her sister were on the team together. What's her name, y'all? That big girl? Oh, yes. And then they got my girl from Texas with the fro, with the natural curly fro. I like her too. Baby, there was a clip on her TikTok of her cleaning out her locker. Child, that girl must have had 200 pairs of sneakers, and I'm not exaggerating. She must have had 200 pairs of sneakers. Betts, yep, that's her last name, yep. I said, what the first of all, why you got so many pairs of sneakers in your locker room? And I can only imagine what she got at home if that's what she had in her locker, like in the locker room. Baby, she was pulling shoes out of everywhere, packing up them boxes. And then she said, if I sold them, would y'all buy a pair? Girl, you better sell some of them damn sneakers. Lauren Batts, Don Stern, former NBA commissioner, started the trend of taking the sports overseas, and the sport took off, long overdue for the W to go international. That's what drive revenue. Yeah, absolutely, T. I think it's a great thing. Yeah, Lauren Batts. That's her name. Yep. And I liked her, even though I didn't like the fact that UCLA won that game, baby. Them girls was bad. I'm never mad when it's two good teams playing. I wanted South Carolina to win that game, but baby, UCLA deserved it. That wasn't no fluke. They were a number one seed. Them girls were bad. Okay? Them girls they was not playing. So I'm definitely gonna go to a Mystics game. I'll let y'all know. I'll put it in the chat when I'm going, and we'll look at some tickets and stuff like that. Because right now I don't know, but I definitely want to go to a game this year. I want to go to a Mystics game. So I'll put it in the group. I need to look at the schedule. I need to look at all that good stuff. They starting kind of late, so the games will probably run a little bit later. They'll probably have double headers or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna check it out. But I know I want to go to a game. And next year, I know I probably can't do it this year, but next year I want to go to a Liberty game. And I told y'all I want to sit close enough that I can get to Ellie, because y'all know that's my girl. Y'all know I love me some Ellie, child. Lauren has a great story. She's outspoken about her battle with depression. And now look at her. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to check her out because I don't know a lot about her. I like sitting close. Me, French kiss. Thank you, Mia. Thank you so much. Thank you. The braids are coming sooner than y'all think. The braids are coming. The braids are coming. I'm happy Portland got a team. Yeah. Are you drinking soda pop, really, B? No, this is my chlorophyll water, girl. My chlorophyll water. And I responded to your email, Miss Pretty Amazing. So let me know what you want to do, babes. All right. Baby, Miss Juicy got arrested. Y'all know Miss Juicy from Little Women of Atlanta, used to be on the Ricky Smiley show a few years ago. She had a stroke. Baby, she got arrested. Now, they said that she got caught driving with a suspended license and no insurance. Miss Juicy. Miss Juicy. Can you go get your paperwork together, please, my love? Go renew your driver's license. You can't have no insurance if you don't have a valid driver's license. Baby, go down there and renew your driver's license. Now, I don't know why you didn't. I don't know what stopped you. I don't know what held you up. But baby, can you go down there? You didn't beat nobody up. It ain't no assault. You just can you go down to the DMV and get this taken care of, please, my love? And then call up to the people, the State Farm, or whoever, and get you some insurance. Get you some insurance. Get you some insurance. Get you some insurance, girl. Yeah, when I saw the mugshot, I said, "Oh Lord, what happened to Miss Juicy?" But when I read it, I said, "A suspended driver's license and no insurance." Baby, go get it together. Just go. Just take care of that. Just the judge, down to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the judge has upheld the move out order on Drew Sidor and Ralph Pittman divorce. So Drew, you need to go find some place to live. Now I never really followed back up with y'all last week when Drew went back to court and they had to actually disclose their financials. And Drew makes $10,000 a month, or I think she makes like $12,000 a month, and her husband makes like $70,000 a month. And she said that she can't find a place to live for her and her son on $12,000 a month. Ma'am, $12,000 a month is more than the average income. You can go find you a nice 3-bedroom apartment or a house to rent. That might be $3,000 a month. That still give you enough left over for your utilities. If you got a car note, baby, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Talking about she can't afford to find some place to live on what she making. She make $12,000 a month. Girl, bye. You know what I could do? Yeah, baby, listen. If I was making $12,000 a month, I might already be retired. I might already if I was making $12,000 a month outside of teaching, baby, don't let me start making $12,000 a month on my outside gigs. If her credit's bad, she might not be able to get anything. If she makes $12,000 a month, even with bad credit, she can get something. Yes, she can. Baby, let me tell you something. I know people who got bankruptcies on their credit. But if you make enough money, they just gonna make you put down a bigger deposit. Oh, but you can get, and again, I'm not talking about a mansion. She can go rent her a house in a decent neighborhood in Atlanta. Absolutely, she can. On $12,000 a month, if that's her income, absolutely she can. Now she might have to put a bigger deposit down, but she can get a house. I'm telling you what I know. Allison Felix, track star, says that she's announcing a comeback. She's aiming to run in the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. So let me say this. Let me say this. Felix is a great runner, right? Allison Felix has done some great things. She's brought a lot of awareness to when she had her baby, working with Nike. She's brought a lot of awareness to female athletes and having babies and all the things that go into that. So that I think she was able to get Nike to pay her maternity leave and that kind of thing. I love it. I really want athletes to be okay with retirement. I'm not saying this woman ain't fast. I'm not even saying she can't get in shape and she can't run. I'm not saying none of that. I want you to be an analyst. I want you to be a coach. I want you to be a mentor to these other athletes. I really feel like we need to normalize mental health therapy for athletes, because the reality is, the thing about an athlete is this, especially for athletes who started at a young age, that is all they have ever known. And it doesn't matter. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It is about the idle time. It is about, all I have ever done in my life was run. All I did was run and train to run. When it wasn't track season, I was training for track season. And I did that for 30 years. That's it, and that's all. I've gotten married. I've had children. I've won Olympic gold medals. I've done all of the things. And I don't know what to do now. That's what a lot of it is. That's why a lot of these athletes, football players, basketball players, it's not the money. They come back because look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady had nothing to play for. That man is probably the most decorated athlete in the history of the NFL, certainly in the quarterback position. He's won how many y'all? 5, 6 championships and all of the things. And he had all of the money, and he had a supermodel wife and kids and all of these things. Why are you coming back? And it's not about the money. It's that idle time. Michael Jordan talked about that. You know, I would love to see you come back and be on the Olympic track team as a coach, as a mentor. And I know she may not want to do that, but I really hate to see these athletes. One, because the Olympics is such a nuanced thing that it's so hard to make the team. I thank you, 7 championship rings. I don't want to see her not make it, because I hate to see athletes not, right? But I kind of don't want to see her make it and take a spot of an up-and-coming athlete that might be able to really, So I don't know. I love her, but I really I hate it. I'm sorry. I don't like this. But I. Now I just saw this right before I went live, you guys. They said Drake, Aiden Ross, and DJ Academics are subjects in a betting lawsuit. I thought Drake and Aiden Ross were already in a lawsuit. I didn't know about DJ Academics, but we'll keep an eye on it, child. We'll keep an eye on it. They say Big Meech is hit with a paternity case. A woman claiming to be his daughter says she's been reaching out for years. Girl, why you want to claim that man? First of all, you're grown. Second of all, the training aspect could be therapeutic. It might be for Dora. That's true. That's true. Why are you chasing Big? First of all, the man was in jail for 20 years. So when you say you've been reaching out for years, that means you were writing him letters in jail. Why do you want him to be your daddy? You're grown. You're good. I don't even know you, but I bet you you're good. You're good. You don't. What you want him to do? What you think is some more BMF money floating around? Girl, what you want him to do? I just don't understand. So you hit him with a paternity law for what? You want back child support? Where he gonna get it from? This man is a 60-year-old convicted felon. Where is he gonna get 18 years of child support from, ma'am? Where's it coming from? And even if he does have some more BMF money, the feds are looking at him. It ain't like he can go to the stash and peel you off $20,000, $30,000. Like, what, man? What do you want from this man? Because you must understand that it's not a flex to say that that's your daddy, right? I mean, maybe you think it is, maybe, but it's not a flex to say that that's your daddy. Okay. I mean, listen, to each his own. In the update to the Brenay case, and we got Kenya. Don't let me forget Kenya. We have an update to the Brenay case. I know we've been talking about Brenay. I told you guys that a judge has ruled that she got to pay $40,000 by Friday, May the 1st, or the judge is going to hold her in contempt, and he's going to come and he's going to start garnishing her stuff. Remember, she asked the judge not to take her air fryer. We talked about that. She gave the court a whole list of things. And her air fryer was on there, her pots and pans and stuff. And the judge was like, you got till Friday to pay this $40,000 to start making payments on this money you owe, and $40,000 is the first part of what you need to pay, or we coming for that air fryer. But then, as I was scrolling through the TikTok over the weekend, it gets worse. And I'm going to use a word that I hate. It gets worser. And I hate that word. Oh, I hate when I hear people say worser. It gets worser. Brenay, the lady that got convicted of alienation of affection down to the North Carolina for stealing that lady husband. It gets worser. Now we have a whole Discord gate situation. Baby, they have audio of a 2-hour Discord where Brenay was in her private, well, I guess it ain't private, but Brenay was in her Discord talking about this case. And in the process of talking about this case, baby, she done doxed the attorney. She done doxed some of the subscribers that are like following the case. She is telling all of the business, talking all of the shit, talking about the other girl, they stalking the other girl, and they know all about what she got going on, her pregnancy and all this other stuff. They talk about her baby shower. Baby, whoever was in, somebody that leaked it. And you can hear her talking cash money shit. Baby, she talked about the attorney. She put the attorney's private information out. Baby, it's a mess. So now that's the big thing now is Discord gate. People are threatening to sue her because she put people's like subscribers that are supporting Akira. She put their information in the Discord. Child, it's a mess. Brenay, is this man worth all it is? Is this man, is this man worth all it is? You had a client that said his pain was worse and worse. Baby, I can't stand that word. Worser. And let me tell you, I can't stand people who don't conjugate their verbs. When people say sure, show is, oh, I can't stand it. Ooh. Hold on, y'all, be right back. Let me play my commercial. All right, we back. Yeah, so it's because I'm a teacher. It probably is, but I can't stand it, child. Oh, I can't stand it. When people don't conjugate I be, and I sometimes, I mean, we all slip up and do it sometimes, because sometimes I do. I'm like, I be da 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 da. But really, we need to go over to Discord. I missed all of the tea. Child. I think I am going to set up my Discord though. Pray for me. Anyway, we're going that's another conversation for another day. All right. And let me say this too. I never did close the doors, but hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Chuck, if you're still here, I really don't. You asked the other day for an update on our road to 20K. It really isn't much of an update. YouTube is doing that bullshit again where I get 3 subscribers, lose 2, get 5 subscribers, lose 1. So we've been hovering at matter of fact, I lost 3 subscribers over the weekend. We've been hovering right now. We're at 19,430. We've been as far as 434, but we keep going up and going down, going up and going down. Please check and make sure you're subscribed. Somebody left me a message over the weekend and said that they have been unsubscribed from me, but they subscribe back and they back. So please make sure you are subscribed to all the people that you are supposed to be subscribed to. Oh, baby, Pacific gets me every time. I can't stand people who say Pacific. It is a S there, and that S is not silent. I had a college professor that used to say Pacific, and she was an English professor, and I was like, she don't know what's an S in that word. She don't know what's an S in that word. Maybe that thing used to grind my gears. Let me tell you another one that bothers me too, and they do this in church. Why do y'all take the H off of humble? You got to humble yourself before the Lord. Who is humble? Why do they take the H off? Why do they take the H off of humble in the church? Happy New Year's. Right. It is Happy New Year. Now that everybody putting their stuff in the chat. When people say scary, I hate when people say they scary too. And I've said it, but I was like, because I say it more as a joke, because I'm like, oh yeah, they scary. I don't know where that scary comes from. But yes, they're scared. They're not scary. They're scared. Yes. I've never heard nobody say vomit instead of vomit. I've never heard that before. That's a new one for me. I don't like light. Let me tell you what I used to hate. My students used to say, "Are we having a test, sisters?" I said, "I don't know what and they used to get." This was me being sarcastic. I am a sarcastic teacher, And I used to be like, I don't know what a testis is. I don't give testis. I give test. I don't like Texas. And people say instead of somebody say someone they text me, they texts me. They text you. Tooken, similar, feet instead of feet, child. Liked it. Yes, honey. Scrimp. Yeah, I'll joke and say scrimp, but I know it's shrimp. But yeah. And some people have a speech impediment. I had a friend of mine. She would always say zerp instead of serp, and she would say zerp instead of serp, and she would say, I think screet instead of street. And that's just how she talked. They sent me a picture instead of they sent me a picture. Child. Kim said, who y'all be talking to? Right, because some of these I never heard before. All right. All right, let's get into this. So the last thing, before we get into, I do want to say this. One of the things did I show y'all? Did y'all see my video of when I went shopping in Sabrina's closet and I got me this cute MCM bag? Did y'all see my video about my cute new MCM bag that I got out of Sabrina's closet? And this was a really good price, y'all. I couldn't believe she used to say that too. She used to say zinc instead of sink. Yeah, I knew it was something else she used to say. I could not believe the price on this. Yeah, I love MCM. I have loved MCM since high school. And I saw this on her live and I was like, how much is that bag? And she told me the price. I was like, girl, I'm sending it right now. Baby, I'm sending you the money right now. It was a really, really good price. So, and then I must confess, y'all. So I bought this purse last week. And I said, that's it. That's all. Now, there is an MCM purse I want, and I'm going to buy it for my birthday. That's going to be my birthday gift to myself. And I'm going to probably order it in like June. But it does match my Crocs. Yes, it matches my MCM Crocs. It sure does. But let me say something. I woke up Sunday morning and I was scrolling through the Instagram. And I had no intention of buying a purse. Because I was like, girl, you just bought a purse. And you know you want this purse for your birthday gift that you're going to order for yourself in like June. And that's expensive, okay? Because I've been trying to wait for it to go on sale and it ain't been going on sale. And it's expensive. I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. It's expensive, okay? That's going to be on a firm. I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. That's going to be on a firm, okay? She does have Chanel, Miss French Kiss. You ain't seen my video, girl. I'm going to send you the link. Oh, no. Send me a message on Instagram. I'll send you the link. Or matter of fact, Tracy, if you could put Sabrina's link in the chat. And she takes Affirm, Klarna, all of the things. Okay. So I know, right? When people say a 360 instead of a 180, right? Because I used to always be like, you right back where you started. But anyway. And I had no intention of buying a purse for myself. Because I said, girl, you just bought a purse. So I said, I have no intention of buying any more purses. But then I woke up on Sunday and the devil was busy Sunday morning, okay? Because I was scrolling and I saw this. I'm going to show y'all the purse. I saw it. Hold on. Child, hold on. No wonder I spelled it wrong, dummy. So I saw this purse down to the Kurt Geiger website. And I was like, that is so cute. I want it. So I bought me another purse on Sunday morning. It really wasn't really expensive either. It was not very expensive either. So I'm going to show y'all the purse that I got. Down to the Kurt Geiger website on child, if I can find it. I'll probably do an unboxing when it get here though. But I'm gonna show y'all the one that I bought. This is the one I got, but I got the clear one. It's a jelly crossbody. And I thought it was so cute. And I couldn't help myself. I never got my kiss lock. No, I never got my kiss lock. And that damn Angela Oakley got her a kiss lock. She been carrying around on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I'm mad. But I'm gonna still get my kiss lock, Miss French Kiss. I'm gonna still get it. They have a summer one, like a it looks like what's that material that they make like out of beach bags out of? Burlap. It looks like a burlap, and that was real cute. But I would give me a kiss lock. I still want one. So with that being said, yeah, she just dropped the Soul Envy. And y'all let her know that Really B sent you. And French Kiss, she's real easy breezy. Let me tell you something. She has a little bit of everything, and it's real easy. I told her what I wanted. Hold on. I told her what I wanted. And I asked her what the price was. She told me her price. She sent me an invoice. I paid it. It was in the mail. Like literally, she gave me my tracking number the next day. That looked like a Ziploc bag. You don't do that, Chuck. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I thought it was cute. So what she normally does is she does her little lives. Now she has a website as well, but when you go over there and look, I'm gonna turn her volume down. When she goes live, you see her closet in the background. So that's all the things she has in her background. And so like if you see something you want, she'll go get it and she'll like, tell you all the ins and outs and the specs and stuff like that. But she definitely has Chanel. She definitely has Chanel. She doesn't have. Oh, you didn't see what I got? I got a Fendi shawl too. French Kiss, don't tell nobody. I got a Fendi shawl too. And all of her stuff has the certificate of authenticity. It's all real. And if they have blemishes and stuff, she's very honest. Not it made you want to Twizzler. Don't do me. Anyway, it's cute. And when I get it, I'm going to do an unboxing. So I'm saying all that to say this. I'm going to start getting rid of some stuff in my closet. And I'm going to start with this right here. This is a Marc Jacobs bag. As you can see, it is in really good condition. I probably can count on one hand how many times I have carried this bag. It's a crossbody. Okay. It's a cute little crossbody. As you can see, it's Marc Jacobs. That's the inside of it. That's the inside of it right there. I think I bought this purse. I know I've had this purse about 2 years, maybe longer. You see the strap. There's no wear and tear on the strap. Okay. I am selling this for $50 or the best offer. Okay. $50 or the best offer. I'm not trying to make a whole lot of money. I'm just trying to get rid of this stuff. My real stuff, I really don't like giving my real stuff to like Goodwill and stuff. Because I do have some fake stuff. But this is real. This is a real Marc Jacobs bag, and I probably still have the dust bag upstairs if I gotta look for it. But I probably still have the dust bag as well. So if you want it, if you are interested in it, $50 or your best offer. So email me or send me a message on Instagram by midnight so I'll know. Yeah, honey, I'm modeling it too. And then I think the next person I'm gonna sell might be my Kurt Geiger. I have like 2 Kurt Geigers, and the one is cute, but the color it's a cute color, but it's hard to match. So I've only carried that Kurt Geiger. I've only carried it maybe twice. I think I carried it at the Boss Babe Awards and like maybe one other place. Like honestly, it's literally just sitting there. You need a little man bag? I'm gonna see if I might have something in my closet for you, Chuck. Because this would be, this would be cute for a little man crossbody. This is cute for a little man crossbody. It is. Chuck, you want it? It's like a beige color. It's like a brown color. It's brown. That's the best. But it's like a Somewhere between beige and brown, child. It does look like it's unisex. Now that y'all bring it up, it does. And of course, the straps come off, and you could just carry it like this. You know, the straps come off and carry it like this. Yep. So hit me up. And I'll look for the dust bag. And the next one is gonna probably be my Kurt Geiger. I'm gonna go through my closet this weekend. Gray or taupe. It's more of a taupe than a gray. I know it's kind of hard for it to come through on the camera. It's more of a taupe than a gray. Post a picture on my community wall so we can see it. Okay, I'll take a picture and post it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, but honestly, I'm not trying to make $1 million off of this stuff. I just want to get it out of my closet because I need to start getting rid of some stuff that I'm not using. And I have some of the purses are in better condition than others. That one's in really good condition. The Kurt Geiger is in great condition. Off the top of my head, those are the first two purses that I think about. I have a couple of Coach bags that are in good condition that I don't really carry anymore. I have a Michael Kors, like a tote bag that's not in the best of condition, but if you want a nice tote bag, it's nothing wrong with that. It's just I use it as my work bag for a long time, so it's not. It's got some wear and tear on it. I'll probably just send that to this. Somebody wanted, they could probably just have that. Anyway, I finished going through my stuff this weekend. Did you go to Candy's show last night? I live in DC. Boo. Yeah, I just got to get some stuff. I'm getting rid of some clothes too. Now clothes, I don't mind taking clothes with tags on it to the Goodwill shop. They can have it. But I'm getting some clothes out of here. I'm just getting some stuff out of here. Anyway, last but not least, before we get out of here for the day, baby, Kenya, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope this is AI. I'm gonna just tell y'all, I hope this is AI. I don't think it is, but I hope it is. It's posted on The Girls Are Fighting. So I really hope this is AI. But allegedly, Kenya said the following. Kenya is accusing her landlord of a PR stunt. Said she's not surprised that after her items were dumped on the curb. She said that the landlord was just trying to embarrass her. No, girl. Kenya. Come here, baby. Come here. Kenya. I know good and damn well. I know good and damn well you done seen people get put out before. You said you grew up in Detroit. You said that y'all grew up, had a little rough life going on. I know you done seen your neighbors shit on the street. Baby, that's what happens when you don't pay your rent. They put your shit on the street. I do not think that your landlord was trying to embarrass you because even after you lost in court and the judge ordered you to pay your back rent, the landlord gave you a payment plan. He was going to allow you to pay the back rent in 3 installments. You missed the payment for the first installment. That is when he filed the paperwork asking to evict you. So if anything, I feel like this man was really trying to work with you, my love. You lost in court. What's up, Powerful? You lost in court. He gave you an opportunity to pay. You didn't pay. He filed paperwork to have you evicted. That paperwork was filed a month ago. You had every opportunity to get your shit out of there. Now, according to you, you have been packing your stuff and moving it out. Girl, then why was there so much shit left? And personal items left at that. Girl, you were over in Asia frolicking through the streets of Japan or Korea, wherever you are. Girl. Well, that's what I believe, Powerful. I believe she just didn't have the money. But I done already told y'all. She should have got on the phone call and called all her friends and said, bring your cars. All her friends got SUVs. Listen, we having a packing party. I need y'all's help. Can y'all meet me down to the Kenya Moore Hair Care? You know, if you want to do it in the middle of the night when there'll be less traffic to see you doing it, sure, great, fine. But baby, we calling all friends. I need y'all to meet me. Candy absolutely would have helped her. All of her friends would have showed up. Candy probably got an 18-wheeler somewhere in her damn repertoire that you could have thrown that shit in there. Candy probably got a tractor trailer, 18-wheeler, and y'all could have thrown all that shit in that 18-wheeler, and Candy would have probably said, girl, you know, get yourself together. We'll go through this later. But you still have personal items down there, which is why I know that you wasn't packing up shit. Because you would have started, right, your reunion dresses, you would have started with your personal shit. Now, the furniture and stuff, okay, maybe not. But that's what you should have been doing. You should have been selling all that furniture and trying to recoup some of your money. Put that shit on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, something. Girl, you could have packed that shit up. I'm sorry, Kenya. You are just living. Your arrogance got you here, and your arrogance got you embarrassed. That man is handling business because every month that you're sitting there, he's losing money because you were a tenant, which means he's not getting rent, which means he's losing money. Every month that he lets your shit sit in that space and he's losing money. This is about business, girl. It's not personal. I don't know that man, but ain't nothing he done sound like it's a personal attack against you. Anyway, with that being said, child, we got to get up off of here. Get your tickets for all the things, child. Just get your tickets. Get your ticket. We got tickets for the Jellicle Ball up in New York. If you haven't gotten your ticket, if you're going on the field trip and you have not gotten your ticket for the Jellicle Ball, let me put that link in the chat, honey. If you come into July, if you come into DC in July for the event on July the 18th, get your ticket. The tickets are on sale. Get your ticket, okay? Get on the cruise. We're going to Alaska. We're going to the Tribe Bowl, okay? We got a lot of stuff going on around here. Get on board, honey. That's why I said I might have to I really might have to set up that Discord so I can have the different sections for all, because we got stuff going on. In about 2 weeks, I'm going to be probably announcing another trip in about 2 weeks. Sure am. I need something to happen first. I'm waiting on some information. So that information is supposed to drop the beginning of May. As soon as I get the information I need, baby, we might be setting up another trip. Okay? It won't be a cruise. It'll be a trip. But baby, we got stuff to do around here. We moving and grooving over here. When my parents bought their first house, my dad's boss let him use a whole semi-truck, and family and friends helped move to and fro. Where there's a will, there's a way. Exactly. I told y'all about what happened to me when I had to call all my friends and say, look, I don't have no money, but I need to get out of this apartment this weekend. And baby, my friends showed up and showed out. I paid them with some Popeye's chicken. I told y'all my mama bought chicken for everybody. We packed up that apartment, got my ass up out that apartment. Sure did. We did it in like 2-3 hours. Because most of my stuff was already packed. It was just a matter of moving it out of the apartment. But most of the stuff was already in boxes. It was just a few little odds and ends and my bed. Because I ain't even really had no furniture in that apartment. I just had a bed because the living room furniture didn't belong to me. I think I had the dining room. I paid for the diner. I had the dining room furniture. She got the living room furniture. I packed up my bedroom, which, that was my first apartment. It wasn't my first apartment, but it was my first apartment in DC. So I ain't had shit. I had my bed and a dresser. And I had packed up all my clothes, so my friends, they dress apart, all of that. What do I think about Carnival Cruise Line starting a cruise to Africa in 2027? Ooh, that's a lot. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, they already do. They do. Cruise lines do cruises in Africa now, so they're gonna go from the United States to Africa. I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with that. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. Ooh, what's this? Mm. All right. I'm about to talk to y'all later. Mwah! Peace. Now we might about to fall for that again. We said we ain't taking no boats to Africa. That's not funny. We ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Child, we not doing that, baby. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm not doing this with y'all. Goodbye. Mwah! Peace.